What's up? Question. Your job ever just had you fucked up? just all the way fucked up? Not even just your job. I say your supervisor, your manager, whoever is over you. They ever just had you just so extremely bent? Like, I was debating back and forth if I wanted to make this video, but I said I was gonna be tactful and tasteful. Fuck that. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it, bro. Like, so for real, man. Okay, so a little backstory. I was working with this company from 2014 to 2016. Alright, I initially started out as a receptionist. Then I went to school, or a little certification program, and got certified as a medical assistant. I've been certified as a medical assistant since August of 2014. I started working with this company in March of 2014. So when I first got certified as a medical assistant, we had one lady that was over us at the time, and she wasn't. Let me preface this by saying I initially started out as a PRN employee. And if you know anything about PRN employees, you're not guaranteed hours. You don't get benefits. It really ain't nothing to it other than, you know, you'll get some hours here or there, and you could get more hours depending on clinic need, and you know, just if you're available, basically. You know, this is it started out where I was still going back and forth in school, and I had just had my daughter, so PRN was fine with me. So anyway, I got certified, and the lady that was initially over us, she wasn't getting no hours. When I say no hours, I mean no hours. And it came to a point where I was finally getting some hours, but I'm certified now, so now I want to become or get hours as a medical assistant. You know, I want to work as a medical assistant. Not only that, medical assistants make more money. You know, obviously, that's just the tier. You know, you go from receptionist to MA to this, that, and the third. So it's supposed to come with a pay increase. So I ain't getting no benefits. I ain't hardly getting no hours. The least I can do is get a little pay raise for the little hours I do get. You feel me? So finally, that lady left, and then another lady came on, and our relationship was great. You know, I told her that I don't think she even knew that I was certified. So when she first came on, I was still a receptionist, and I told her, I was like, they were still giving me assignments as a receptionist, and I told her, I was like, I'm certified, and I was trying to, you know, start working as an MA, but such and such wasn't ever getting me no hours or no placement. And so she's like, oh, that's great, that's cool. Okay, well, I'm gonna start getting you some training, and you can start being an MA. I mean, and she did it like that, you know what I'm saying? And throughout those 2 years, our relationship was great. It was great. I don't have any, I didn't have no complaints about our relationship. She was getting me hours. She was giving me long-term assignments. It wasn't like I was having to drive from Saskatchewan to back to Alabama to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Being in the float pool, you have some places where the floaters float within a building, basically. So I'll give you an example. UAB in Birmingham, and the Kirkland Clinic in Birmingham, their float pool, their floaters float within their organization. They don't too much venture out. Now they do, but initially, it was just floating within that business, within that building, because they're such a huge business. This, where I was working, the healthcare system I was working for, you had to float anywhere that we had clinics, anywhere that we had hospitals. And if you know anything about Birmingham, then you might know where I'm talking about. It really don't even matter where I'm talking about, but you might be in Gardendale one day and Jasper the next day. The next day you might be in Calera. The next day you might be in Talladega, wherever we have clinics at. And I was always adamant about the fact that I wasn't going to go out that far. You know, I always stayed pretty local, You know what I'm saying? In the city. I stayed basically in the city. So going out to places like Talladega, that's not conducive to, one, daycare, and two, my car. You know, at the time I had an older car. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And also you do get reimbursement for mileage, but it's 50 miles round trip. So you have to go outside of 50 miles round trip in order to get reimbursement. And it's whatever, you know, your area pays for mileage, you know, on taxes and shit. It's whatever they pay for mileage, whatever. So anyway, for those 2 years, it was cool. Fast forward, it came to a point where I wanted more and I wanted to do more, and I was tired of being PRN with no benefits, blah, 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 blah. So I ended up moving because I got a job in Atlanta. So that's where a lot of y'all started seeing me at. In Atlanta. I was working in Atlanta as a teacher. Fast forward 2 more years, my hours are cut down at the school I was teaching at. And you know, I kind of found that I wasn't really happy doing what I was doing. So long story short, as far as that part of the transition goes, I ended up coming back home and working for this same company. Now, by now, they've merged. So a lot of things have changed. I'm not tripping off that. That ain't even why we here. I don't even know why I'm giving y'all all this backstory. But now, the float pool is in shambles, bitch. It's in shambles, bitch. It is in shambles. You know, it's a lot of complaints, a lot of murmurs. It used to be, and maybe I'm just the one who is not able to get the fuck up out of this hole. Like, I'm trying so hard to get out of the float pool, and for some reason I'm being blocked from it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm always giving a roundabout story about why I can't get out. But everybody else that's in the float pool, I go to clinics and they've taken full-time positions. But me, who has more experience, I do charges, I do training, I do front end, back end. It's things that I do that managers that are actually in the clinic don't know how to do. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing it since 2014. So I don't know why I can't get the fuck about this hole. But anyway, I guess my supervisor or my manager has a new manager. She has someone that's new over her. And initially she was so happy about this new manager being over her. You know, she thought it was going to be this and be that. And it ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she's getting hammered down on, and so she wants to hammer down on us. Now, originally I told y'all we used to have a great relationship. And yesterday, she tried me. She tried me. Okay, when I came back to the float pool, I said I wasn't going to come back if I wasn't going to be full-time, because at this point I'm coming back. Now I have a second child. I'm not coming back to anything where I don't have no benefits, no health insurance, no disability, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not coming back to that, especially for less money. I came back here to less money. It was just a full-time position. So I came back because of the relationship I knew I previously had with her. I'm thinking she gonna be gravy. But yesterday, she tried me. And now, more than ever, I'm really ready to get the fuck on. So it's the holiday. Y'all know what the fuck. You know how shit go when it's the holiday. Everybody requesting off. So now, more than anything, during these type of times, is when we're in high demand. Where am I going, y'all? I don't know where I'm going. I'm talking and rambling, bitch. I need to get off somewhere. I need to get off and go where I'm supposed to be going. I should have got off back there. Look, I'm just talking and rambling. Hold on, let me get myself straight. Okay, I'm back. See, that's another con about being in a float pool. Like, you have to remember which way you need to go anytime you go somewhere, and it could change day to day. Anyway, so I don't know what I was saying last, but basically her manager is coming down on her and she's coming down on us. So it's the holidays, everybody's requesting off, everybody trying to take their vacation time now. And so now, right now, the float pool is in high demand. I'm not tripping. I didn't request off no days next week. So the week of Christmas, I didn't request off no time. She wanted us to put in our requests basically for the week of Christmas and for the week of New Year's, because this is the time that they need people. So that they really need people. So I did. I only requested 3 hours off on January 2nd and 3 hours off on January 3rd. That's the only shit I put in. I didn't have no other stipulations because I knew that I was going to take my kids to their dad. I was going to be available. Not tripping. She puts out the schedule. She ain't give me no assignment on the 23rd. The 24th, she had me at a clinic that don't have no people listed on the schedule. The 25th, she got me off. The 26th, she had me somewhere. And the 27th, she had me somewhere. Okay. I'm wondering why she don't give me an assignment on the 23rd. I wasn't even tripping about the 24th. I didn't think nobody was open. But I wasn't even tripping about the 24th. But ironically, at the same time, I was working at that clinic yesterday that she was going to have me scheduled for on the 24th. So I went and asked the manager, are y'all going to be here on the 24th or what? She was like, yeah, but we don't need any floaters because such and such, blah, 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 blah. I told my supervisor. And she was like, her request said she needed somebody on that day. I was like, okay, whatever, fine. I'm not tripping off that, but I don't have an assignment on the 23rd. So then she puts an assignment on there. Bitch, an hour away from my address. I'm not doing it. Period. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You ain't never known me to go nowhere an hour away from my address. I don't care about. And then if you're full time, you're technically not supposed to decline any assignment. But I'm gonna decline it. I'm not doing it. You never, in my history of working for this company, I've never gone out that far from my address, and I'm not starting now. It's not gonna happen. So I told her, you're gonna have to change that. She was like, what time can you be there? Never. Not never. I'm not going. I'm not going. And then here's the thing. That day is the day I'm taking my son up the road. Now, this place is an hour away from my address. My son's daycare will obviously be an hour back. And then where I take him to meet his dad is an hour back up the road. I'm not doing 3-4 hours just to do this one job assignment. Fuck that. I'm not doing it. And she tried to hit me with, now all we done been through, she tried to hit me with, oh, well, maybe you don't need to be full time. Oh, that's what we doing. Okay. I was like, girl, I said her name. I can't say her name on here. I said, girl, please don't play that game with me. I said, I've gone to every assignment you've put me on. I've gone places I don't want to be. I've gone places that don't nobody want to go to because of the history that those clinics have. I've gone to places where she has me assigned. When I get there, the managers tell me, oh, well, I emailed or I text such and such, but they didn't reply. I told them that we didn't need anybody. So I go on bunk ass assignments where they don't even need no fucking body. Girl, don't try to play with me. Don't do that. Don't do it. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want to do. This is not what you want to do. I go on plenty of places where you don't even change the schedule, and I ain't even supposed to be there no more. And you want to tell me, oh, maybe I don't need to be full time? I said, no, don't do that. Don't do that. And she was like, I'm just saying it's rough around here. I'm sorry. That's not my problem. You're not finna make your problems my problems. But I can't believe she hit me with that shit. I can't believe that. So then she was like, well, maybe I can swap you with this person or whatever. I was like, well, you can go ahead and swap me. If not, then I'll just take the write-up. A write-up, I'm not going to say a write-up is not shit to me. But when it come down to if I'm going to choose this job or my kids, I'm choosing my kids every time. Point blank, period. Because ain't nobody going to pay for this daycare. Ain't nobody going to pay no late fees. Ain't nobody going to do none of that shit. But me. You know what I'm saying? So I take the write-up. What's up? And she was like, and I told you I'm trying to get out the float pool or whatever. And she was like, well, A write-up might not look good for you, or it might be hard to transfer. In fact, some places won't even take you if you had a recent write-up. I say either way, it's fine. Either way. You can write me up. You cannot write me up. You can write me up and I not get out the float pool. You can write me up and I do get out the float pool. Either way, it's fine. I'm not going no hour away from my address. Period. So then she changed me with the other girl, and she was like, they want me to send people that are closer to these clinics instead of sending people that are further away, because basically they don't want to pay for mileage. Not my problem. Not my problem. It's not gonna happen. Them little pennies, scraps that we get for mileage is not, no. I done put so many miles on my car going to these assignments. I'm not finna be guilt tripped about no mileage. I'm not finna be guilt tripped about transferring. I'm not finna be guilt tripped about none of that. My kids come first, and that's just point blank. That's just point blank. I said, either way, it's fine. And she was like, this girl lives here. I'm not gonna be able to explain why I sent her here instead of you, and you're close. I don't know how you're gonna explain it either. I'm not going. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're gonna say, but it's not gonna be my issue. You know what I'm saying? Then she changed it. A few minutes later, my schedule changed like 8 times yesterday, and I still don't feel like it's settled. I got a feeling that they're gonna end up canceling that clinic for the 24th, because there's no reason. There's no reason for you to be open. There's no reason. So I know it's gonna change again. So she ended up changing it again to a completely different clinic. No, first she took it off. So all I had was Tuesday and Friday. And then she changed it again. So now, as it stands right now, I have an assignment Monday, Tuesday for a half day, nothing Wednesday, of course. I think nothing Thursday, and an assignment Friday. But I have a good relationship with some of these people at these clinics. I know how to go find some work. I'm not tripping off that part of it. You know what I'm saying? But what you're not going to do is try to play me. You know what I'm saying? It's the holiday. I know. Then she tried to throw, well, you're a full-time employee. You're not supposed to turn that in. I'm sorry. I'm going to say the name. Lady, you ain't never known me to go out no hour down the road, ever. Ever. You know me better than that. That's why you ain't never did it. That's why you ain't never did it. Come on, man. Be for real. Be for real, man. Anyway, I say all this to say, man. Then I'm just rambling. Then it's another girl that was in the float pool that was at the clinic I was at. The clinic I was working at yesterday, man, had 5 or 6 floaters in it. This clinic is the main clinic where they train people at. But at the same time, it has the highest turnover. So nobody ever want to go there. Nobody want to work there. People start working there. They see how it really is. They quit. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday, it was 5 floaters in a clinic that we don't work for full time or permanently. 5. You know what I'm saying? And the girl was like, well, I just been hearing through the grapevine that this, managers talk, and the ones that end up building relationships with us, they let us know like what the whoop really is. So, they tell us, oh, I don't know, this clinic closing, and it's not looking good, and the float pool is this and the float pool is that. I'm not surprised, because I see a huge change in the float pool from back when I was in there in the beginning and now. You can't get in contact with nobody. You can't get a reply from nobody. If you got something health-wise going on, forget about it. And so, I'm not even surprised. I wouldn't even be surprised if they what's the word? Basically get rid of the whole float pool. That's fine. I'll take my little severance pay. I'll get my unemployment. You feel me? I'm sick of it. I'm sick, bitch.